Don't know what's coming over me. Did my head get lost in a memory? Every time I'm my own worst enemy. Feel my whole body heightening. Now your eyes on me, yeah, you're widening. Buckle up, cause the night gonna ride it. Get close, don't know what you've been told. It's only resistance.
Afternoon. I hope you're all well. Doesn't seem to be a lot of people around today, which is interesting. Maybe people are just busy. Maybe they're out enjoying themselves for lunch. Maybe they're at work. Who knows? But it doesn't look like there's many people around today. But we're still going to do this show because I wanted to have a quick catch up around players that could potentially leave Liverpool. And obviously, there's a couple of people that are in the thumbnail, with the likes of Diaz, Nunes, Elliott, and also Chiesa. A couple of other people which aren't in there are the likes of Owen Beck, also Tyler Morton, and there's also other players as well, which we could look at as well in Ben Doak, and potentially a couple of others which may just go out on loan. And that's the like of McConnell, and I think that is all. I think the rest will probably all be sales. What we can do is we can have a look at the squad, which has gone to the Singapore Japan tour. We can look at that, and we can look at how many players you think are going to be back at Liverpool to start the season out of that group. We can also look at some more new links that have come up around players leaving Liverpool. We're not going to go into any transfers coming into Liverpool today. I'm going to do a show later on tonight, and maybe we can have a catch up on incomings. But I did want to look at outgoings. Yeah, Hong Kong. Sorry, not Singapore. Hong Kong. There's other teams in Singapore. I got confused. Big up MTOC. So we can have a look at that. Also, if you're new to the channel, please hit the likes, please hit the subscribe. It's free of charge. I'm looking to get to 2,000. And if you do want to become a member, the memberships are open. The 99p. I'm at like 219, 220 now, which is brilliant. And I'll be doing a conspiracy and rabbit hole show on Sunday. We're going to be talking about the drones that flew over New York, and we're also going to be talking about the Miami Mall alien event. And we can also look at some other things as well, on things that have been found in the sea, underground, and also some other cool stuff. So we can go into that on Sunday. But today, we're going to have a look at transfers out, potential transfers out, how the squad's going to thin, and how the team is going to look for next year. And obviously, I'm going to get my tactics board out again, and we're going to have a look at the team, and then potentially the bench, and then potentially the backups. And we're going to start trimming the squad down to the season ahead. So there's 50 of you in here, quite small today. Seems like there's not a lot going on. So maybe people aren't that interested in jumping on shows right now. But I'm glad that you're here, and let's get into it. So, first of all, just a couple of things that I wanted to share. So, I wanted to share this photo because I thought it was cool. And it's this one. What is it? This one. So this was posted up on Liverpool FC a couple of hours ago. Just a legend meeting a legend, really. Three legends, all in the same vicinity, and that's what I love about Liverpool as well. That we've actually got Ian Rush and Kenny Dalglish going on the actual tour with the players. Like, just keeping it real, like keeping the legends relevant. Like, Mo Salah must see Ian Rush every couple of like weeks, and in the back of his mind, he must be sat there going, I really want to get to his number. I really want to break his record. And then obviously you got King Kenny there as well. Who, like, I don't know how old King Kenny is now, but he's still out and about, still on tour with the players at the training ground, like just getting involved. I just love the fact that we do this still. It's brilliant. Also wanted to bring this one up as well. Just a couple of legends just chilling. There they are, just a couple of legends chilling. Great to see. Really great to see. Really great to see. Someone's just actually asked for an update on someone's asked for an update on Ekatike, so I'll give you one now. 2 seconds. So that's the latest update on Ekatike. So according to Fabrizio Romano, he's already passed his main medical, so that's done. So it's just a case of signing the contract and obviously doing the press shots. But he's finalised his move to Liverpool today before flying out to a pre-season tour. So he should be on a plane going to Asia tomorrow, I would say. He should be on a plane tomorrow. I would say he'll be doing his press shots today. That would make a lot of sense. Do we get all the press bits done? What else did I want to show you? I don't really know where to start today. I've got so much to kind of go through. So, should we start with transfers out? Actually, let's do other news. Okay, let's just do other news and funny bits. I thought this was funny. Kostas Tsimikas has got the same shirt. Just thought I'd show you that because it was funny. So Kostas has got the same shirt. I thought this one was funny as well. Tottenham have joined the race for Rodrigo. That's hilarious. Like that really does make me laugh. Tottenham are in the Champions League, remember, as well. So are Tottenham a threat? Will Tottenham be a threat? Like, will they be a threat? Yeah, I don't think so. Also, this one, do a bit of a funny. Ten Hag got players asking to leave him so they live in Sunderland. Forget his United spell. That might be the worst part of his managerial career. Ten Hag has got players asking to leave Leverkusen to live in Sunderland. Maybe Quansah made a bad decision here. I don't know, but we'll see what happens. What else have we got? This one's funny as well. Thought you might like this one. Manchester United's front three will have cost 227 million euros in Cunha, Mbuemo and Højlund. That's insane. Liverpool's front three are Diaz, Salah and Capco at 138 million. Crazy. Isn't that insane? Insane. So, yeah, thought I'd show you that because it's funny. What else have I got for you? I think we are done. I think we're done for new bits. Okay, so let's jump into it. So we'll start off with Darwin. Okay, so Darwin Núñez is now a realistic target for Juventus. So Juventus are looking to get rid of one of their big earners. I can't remember his name now. Vlahovic. Yeah, Vlahovic. They're looking to get rid of Vlahovic. And now they're in the race for Darwin Núñez. They never signed Randall Kolo Muani at the end of the loan, and Dusan Vlahovic is looking to depart. They've got Jonathan David and Igor Tudor once more. So according to a new report in La Stampa, which claims Juventus are now monitoring Darwin Núñez's situation, and Liverpool are asking for €60 million for Darwin Núñez. And let me work out what €60 million is. That's 52 million pounds. So Liverpool are looking for 52 million pounds for Darwin Núñez now. Okay. Al Hilal are also linked, but I don't believe he wants to go to Saudi Arabia because he wanted to go to Napoli. So Juventus are now in the race for Núñez. Juventus are a team that do pay for players. They do pay for players. Like, there's a lot of teams in Italy that don't pay for players. Like, they don't pay fees for players. There are a lot of teams in Italy that want loans and they just want cheap. They want them on the cheap, which is why Napoli lowballed us. And it's why we've had no other bids from anybody else. But if there's one club that does pay money for players, it is Juventus. Juventus have paid money, good money for players. They spent a lot of money on Ronaldo. They spent a lot of money on who's the Manchester United defender? I can't remember his name, the Dutch guy. They spent a lot of money on him. They spent a lot of money on Pogba. They spend money on players. So to get 50 million quid out of Juventus, I think could be done. I think that's a deal that could be done. And they're down to one striker, I believe. Let me have a look at Juventus' squad. But I believe they're down to... They haven't got a huge amount of forwards at Juventus. Let's have a look who they've got in their forward line. So Juventus have Jonathan David, Conceição, who they spent 30 million quid for, Dusan Vlahovic, who they're trying to get rid of. They've got Kenan Yildiz, who's a winger. They've got Milik, who's 31. They've got Timothy Ware, who they're trying to sell. I know they're trying to sell Timothy Ware. And then they've got loads of kids. They've got Fabio Moretti, who's 21. They've got Samuel Umbangula, who I think they're selling. And Diego Pugna, who's played one game. And then Nicolas Gonzalez, who is a winger as well. So they've got loads of wingers and they haven't got any centre forwards. So Darwin Núñez would fit into Juventus's team pretty well. So I think we need to watch that one because that one could happen. That one I think could happen for Juventus if they sell the likes of Vlahovic, who they really do want to get off the books because he's on really big wages. So watch this space with Núñez, and he's available. So that's one player updated. So who else should we talk about? Shall we talk about Luis Diaz? So Ben Jacobs has updated today that Bayern Munich set to make improved offer for Luis Diaz and are prepared to pay up to €80 million. So 80 million is £69.3 million. So that's an increase from 67. Actually, that's an increase from €67 million to 80 million euros. I think Liverpool are looking for around 70 million for him, and I think that's a deal that can get done now. And there's loads of stuff around Nunez, Diaz, which I can cover here now. Hang on, I've just reshared what I already shared. What else have we got? Nunez. Where is it? Sorry, Diaz. Not Nunez, Diaz. Diaz. And this is Sierra. Let me get rid of that. Luis Diaz has requested that Liverpool accept Bayern Munich's incoming bid if they are not going to honour the contract renewal promised in May. The Colombian winger is eager to improve his terms and views Bayern as a major opportunity. Like we spoke about before, I think this one happens. I think they'll get close to 70 million, and I think we'll accept that. I don't think we want to hold him any longer. Yeah, I wanted to cover that. So I think 50 million for Diaz, 70 million for Nunez. Sorry, 70 million for Diaz, 50 million for Nunez. That's 120 million quid. That's a really good bit of business, if you ask me. I think that's what will happen with those two. And I'm cool with it. Like, I'm cool with it. And then you've got another one. So Federico Chiesa is now linked with Napoli. Obviously, Napoli got Luca. They didn't go for Nunez because they wouldn't pay up. But they are interested in Federico Chiesa because he's a lot cheaper. He's available for about 12 million euros. And we're looking to get back the wages on him. So I think Federico Chiesa might go as well. I think this one is very highly likely to happen. There was rumours that he had a slight injury, and that's why he didn't go on the tour. And that's just a story of his life at Liverpool. Like, whenever he plays football, he gets injured, or he's not fit enough to play. So I just think we just need to move on from all three. And if we get 10 million back, then that's 10 million quid, which then puts us at 130 million in the coffers off the back of the sale of Nunez and Diaz, and then obviously Chiesa. So that gives us 130 million. And it also reduces the wages by 300 and maybe 400,000. That reduces our wage bill by 400,000 just by moving those three players on. And then we've got other players to look at as well. And this is one which we obviously need to look at as well. I didn't put him in the chat. I didn't put him in the thumbnail because I don't want him to go, and Liverpool obviously don't want him to go. But Real Madrid are considering making an offer on Konate. This looks like another protracted set of media outlets that are being paid off by Real Madrid to basically unsettle Konate and potentially just rattle the fans again. And that's what it feels like. It feels like another Trent scenario with loads of stuff coming from Spain saying he's going, he's not signing a new deal. And Liverpool, I'll be trying to get him on a new deal. And then eventually he'll probably just walk out the club on a free. That's what it feels like again. And I don't know, like, whether we just get this one done and just move him on, get 40 million, 30 million, whatever we can get for him. I genuinely don't know. I'm not putting this one into the outgoings because I still believe Liverpool really want to keep him and they'll work as hard as they can to get him on a new deal. I believe they will. Edwards hasn't had his counter offer put in yet. Sorry, Hughes hasn't put a counter offer in against the counter offer which came in June from his representatives. So that hasn't happened yet. So we genuinely don't know what's going to happen there. And obviously that's another update on Chiesa. Napoli remain tempted by Chiesa, but they're also looking at Jack Grealish on loan. So I think we need to kind of make that one happen. Unless they get Jack Grealish, which would be annoying. Because then they take all those wages off Man City and then they'll have a place available, maybe. Obviously, they're looking to make an offer in the next coming weeks. That depends on what we do, though. And I don't think that's over. What else have I got for you? I did have... Oh, I have got stuff on. I have got stuff on earlier. Hang on. Where is it? Okay, so Harvey Elliott. Hang on, let me just get rid of that. 2 seconds. Let me get rid of this. There's over 100 of you in here now. If you can hit the likes and subscribe, that would be amazing. That would be amazing. I'm just going to share this on Elliot. So fresh from winning the tournament, David Ornstein wrote that Liverpool want a fee in excess of 40 million plus a buyback option on Harvey Elliott, or 50 million without one. In terms of interesting parties, West Ham, Leipzig and Brighton are believed to be interested in Harvey Elliott. Okay, that's the deal. That's what's looking likely. He's still on holiday. Oh, sorry, he's on the tour now. With Tyler Morton. So I don't know how much we want to get rid of him. Like, I genuinely don't know how much we want to get rid of him. But I find it interesting. I find it interesting that that he went out on the tour when we genuinely want to sell him. I can't find the Harvey Elliott. Sorry, I can't find the Tyler Morton news. Oh, here it is. Here it is. Here. Okay, so it's here. So Tyler Morton is among the many options on West Ham's radar. He is valued at 15 million, though interest from Ajax and Portuguese side Braga. I think what's interesting with the Ajax one is we've already seen one of our players go to Ajax. So we could obviously make that one happen pretty quickly. But I think Tyler Morton goes as well. So you're looking at So just adding this up, yeah, you're looking at 130 from Diaz for 70, Nunes for 50, Chiesa for 10. Then you're looking at potentially 40 for Harvey Elliott. So then you're going to bump on another 40 million onto the 30. So then that's 40, 50, 60, 70. That's 170 million incoming, and then potentially 15 for Morton. So that's 70, 80. That's 185 million coming in from player sales. And then if you want to add the money on that we've already made, then you can add another 30 on. That's 175, 85, 95, 205. And then you've also got 18 million for the goalkeeper, Queven Gallagher. So then you can add another 205, 215, 225. And you've obviously got the 3 million that we made from Nat Phillips. That's already added in, really. So that's 225 million incoming of player sales this window alone. That's a huge amount of money. Like, that is a huge amount of money to come in. And this is where I sit with this now, okay? So we got 225, hang on, I'm going to write this, 225 million incoming, yeah? So let's work out the money for outgoings. So that's ins, and then let's work out the outs. Sorry. So that's sales and then we've got buys. So let's work out the players we bought. Okay, so we've got 100 million for so this is exactly what we bought. Okay, so this isn't a case of potentially what's coming in. Yeah, this is actually the money that's gone out the bank account now. Yeah, so that's 100 million for Verts. Yeah, so that's 100 million. I'm just going to work this out now on the calculator. Okay. So we got 100 million for Verts plus 10 million for Frimpong, because that's what we paid, plus 35 million for Kirkes, plus 69 million for Ekitike, plus 25 million, or was it 24 million for Mamadashvili? Or do we even put that in? I don't even know whether we actually add that. I don't think we should add that. So that's, have I done everyone? So that's Frimpong, Verts, Kirkes, Ekitike. Yeah, that's done. That's 214 million. Okay. That's 214 million in. Yeah. Sorry, that we paid. I also didn't include Trent. So that's 235 million in sales. Okay. I would like to know why people don't think we can go and sign 2 more players. I genuinely would like to know why we can't go and sign 2 more players. Like, is there a reason why we can't go and sign? Is there a reason why we can't go and sign Isaac or Guehi or Rodrigo? Because right now we're in the green if we sell the players that we're going to sell. And okay, say we don't sell Elliot. Yeah, say we don't sell Elliot. Say we send Elliot on loan. Yeah, then we'll get a loan fee, but we won't get 40 million. So scratch off 35 million. So we spent 200 million. Sorry, so we'd have sold 200 million. So that means we've only spent 14 million so far. And if you're amortization in it, which means you spread it over years, then you could break that down in four sums. So you could go and do your 130 million. You could go and do your 130 million on your Isaac if you want. Like, you just could. Like, we are totally bulletproof. You're right. We are totally bulletproof with PSR. People think it's impossible. I don't, because what we have is we have players of value. Like, we just turned down 7 million for Owen Beck. And the reason why we turned down 7 million for Owen Beck is because we wanted 10 million. And we didn't want to sell, we only wanted to sell him if the money was good. And the money wasn't good enough. So we haven't sold him. But what we're doing is we're sending him to Derby County, and he's going to play for the manager that was the manager at Blackburn when he had a really good loan there. Eustace, his name is, I think. So he's going to have a good loan, and he's going to get first team football at Derby County. So that's a good loan. Genuinely, that's a good loan. And if you think about it like that, Owen Beck's 21, same age as Kirkez. He goes to have a good loan. Yeah. Next year, Robbo goes. Kostas Tsimikas potentially goes this year or maybe next year. And then we have Owen Beck to come in and be their replacement. So that means we don't need to go and spend a huge amount of money for a backup, because we have Owen Beck, who can be a great backup. Just like we've got Connor Bradley, who can also be a great backup. And they both be 22-year-old left backs, right backs. I'm not adding the money on that is going to happen in the future, because there's no point, because it's not this window. That's the reason why I've done it. So Frimpong's 10 million. That's how much we spent on Frimpong this year. There's no point thinking about like next year when we pay another 10 million. Like, that's, I'm doing the money going out and the money going in, like actually physically how much, and I'm trying to work out, well, actually, how much have we really spent if we get the money that we want for the sales? And it looks like the money for the sales is going to come in, because we've turned down bids for Nunes, we've turned down bids for Diaz, and Elliot has been away. So Elliot's now back in. So that's going to start progressing. West Ham have only just signed one player. They've signed two players. They've got Malik Duff for like 20 million, and they've got the Southampton player, who was a good player, by the way, on a free transfer. So they haven't really, and they've sold Kudus for like 55 million. So we know West Ham have got a bit of money. So West Ham are going to start spending money. They're going to start buying players. So it makes sense that Harvey Elliott and potentially Tyler Morton go there. It does. West Ham have got a lot of aging players, a lot of old players, and a lot of players that they've let go on free transfers. So I think they're going to start spending, which means, yeah, they might make a move for Elliott, and they might make a move for Tyler Morton. Yeah, Walker Peters. That's it. So that's where I sit right now with the players in and out. So let's have a look at the tactics board, and let's see what we feel about the squad next year on the tactics board. Okay, so I've looked at this and I do feel this could happen. So I'm going to do a sub swap. So I'm going to do some subs. So I'm going to put Verts out there and I'm going to put Dom here. Okay, and I'm going to put Cody into here, and I'm also going to move Chiesa out into players gone. Okay, which makes the team smaller. Okay, so I think Rio is going to be in the squad. So the players I think will go, particularly in this order, I think Diaz will go. I think Nunes will go. I think Chiesa will go. I think Elliott will go. I think Morton will go. I think Beck will go. I think Doak will go. I think Gordon will go on a loan. Dan's on a loan. So let's put these on loans. Gordon loan, Dan's loan. I think Costas might stay. So I'm going to put Costas just here. I'm just going to move Costas into the subs. I think Kumas will go. I think he'll be sold. Dan's, Gordon. I don't know whether we'll get much money for Gordon, but I think we'll get rid of Gordon. Players on the bench, McConnell will go on loan. So McConnell goes on loan. McConnell, Dan's go on loan. Stefan goes on loan. Stevenson stays. Pesky stays. Trey stays. Woodman stays. Rio stays. I think we sign Guehi. And I think, honestly, I can't say yes or no about Rodrigo, Isaac, or even Fofana. I just can't. I genuinely just don't know. And there's also one more that we've got to put into the mix as well now, because we are linked with Creswell. This is a player that we are linked with, and there's another player that we're linked with as well. I don't even know how you spell it. We are linked with Leone as well. Okay, so right. Okay, so you look at this squad, yeah, on paper, and this is the thing that we need to look at, yeah. Arne Slot has come out and said publicly that he wants 2 senior players for each position. So that's what Arne Slot wants. He wants 2 senior players for each position. Make this bigger, okay? I'm also just going to move you guys out of here for a sec. Okay, so he wants 2 senior players for each position. And he also wants... No, not Creswell from West Ham. Creswell from... I think it's Marseille or Lyon or someone like that. But he's basically played in France for the last season. He's been good. He's got over 70%. Charlie Cresswell, it is. He came from Leeds. They signed him from Leeds. So, okay, so look at it like this. Yeah. Arne Slot, these are the things that Arne Slot's done. Toulouse. You're right, Mezzi. You're right. It's Toulouse. Okay, so look at it like this. Hang on, let me put my head back in there so you're not. Okay, so look at it like this. Yeah. Arne Slot's come out and publicly said a few things. Yeah. One of them, he wants 4 senior centre-backs. Okay. He's come out and said that. He wants two senior players for each position. He's publicly said that. He wants, well, he's already said this to Ekitike because he sold Ekitike on the transfer, and he also did the same with Florian Wirtz. He said he's going to play 4-2-3-1. Okay, he said that to both players in their Zoom calls. Okay, that's been publicly announced. Okay, so he's already told them what the formation is next year. 4-2-3-1. Okay, that's already been brought up. Now you have an idea of what the manager wants. Now we can work out what the team is going to be for me, and I can see where the gaps are going to be. Okay, so let's have a look at the team now. All right, so I'm going to do this for 15 minutes. I'm only going to do an hour. Okay, so let's do this for 15 minutes. If you want to have a comment on this, drop me a super chat and I'll read it out and we'll debate it. Okay, so that's what I'm laying out to people now in the chat. If you want to talk about this, drop a super chat and I'll pick it up and I'll discuss it with you. Okay, and we can talk this like for the next couple of minutes. All right. But if not, I'm going straight to the tactics board. Okay, so let's look at the team. You've got 11 on the pitch, and then you've got the subs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 subs. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So there's 14 players in total with 11 on the pitch, which makes 24. One more signing gives you 25. Gives you a squad of 25. Okay, and the fact that you've got some kids in there means that you've probably got the flexibility to maybe get 2 more. And this is where Isaac, Rodrigo, Fofana, Creswell, and Leone all come into play. Like, what one do we do if we do one? Okay. So now let's have a look at what Slot said. Slot said he wants 4 senior centre backs. Okay, start with this: Virgil van Dijk 1, Konate 2, Guehi 3, put him there. Gomez 4. There's your 4 centre backs. Sorry, yeah, you're right. It is 25. My maths was bad. That was bad maths. Okay, bad maths. There's your 4. You've already got 4. Now the question is, does Gomez stay? Well, I don't see any inclination that Gomez is going to go. Like, there's been rumours of like Aston Villa. You know, maybe we could swap him for Guehi at Crystal Palace, but there's nothing wrong with Gomez. Like, Gomez is a good player. He can play left back, he can play right back, he can play centre back, and it looks like he could do a really good job in Virgil's position. But so can Guehi, and that's the point. And he's also a bit of a leader for me. Guehi is as well, which makes me think we get Guehi. But just looking at the tactics board, if we don't get Guehi, then we go for Cresswell. 4 senior centre-backs. Because Cresswell's 22. But if we don't get Cresswell and we go for Leone, that's not 4 senior centre-backs. Because he's only 18. So I don't think we go for a kid. I think we go for a Guehi or a Cresswell. Cresswell will probably cost 30 million. Guehi's probably going to cost 40 million. And the club have already said that they're willing to wait. They're willing to wait it out. But if Konate goes, then it's Guehi in, and then it's Cresswell. So he wants 4 senior centre-backs. But I think we get Konate on a new deal. And I think Guehi is going to be Virgil van Dijk's successor in the years to come, because he's still only 24, Guehi. Anyway, that's my lineup there. And then let's move to the two positions. Yeah, two senior players for each position. Okay, there's two senior players, two senior players, two senior players, two senior players, two senior players. And I say senior because they're over the age of 21. So I say 22. You're not senior, but you are a player of age, so to speak. Senior players: Endo, Grav, Jones, Mack, Cody, Verts. And now we're down to players that we don't have as seniors for me. I don't think Trey is senior. I don't think Rio's senior. I don't think Stevenson's senior. I think Stevenson's 20 or 21. So now you're at a stage where we are missing 3 players. So we're missing 3 players, okay? And that's where I feel we then start looking at more players to come in. So Fofana has been picked out as Chiesa's replacement, and he can come in as a super sub. Well, if we don't get Fofana, why can't Doak just do that job? That's the question. Like, why can't Doak just come in and do that job? If Fofana is too much money. So maybe we keep Doak. So I'm leaving Doak here now. And now I'm also thinking maybe Stefan Bajcetic stays, because we look quite light in this department here. So what if we don't get a replacement, a backup for Dom, but we get a backup for Ekitike? Or Ekitike is the backup for somebody else? So then that's a case of maybe we can use Jones as Dom's backup, because we have done before. And then you've got the case of Endo and Stefan as backup for Mac and Grav. And potentially Trey there as well as just an option. Because Stefan Bajcetic is 21 now, and he's played a bit of football. And then you're left with one player, Ekitike. And that's the question of maybe all this money we're trying to rake in is to get this guy. And Ekitike is the backup for Isaac, and he can also play on the wing. And then maybe you can then look at Stefan kind of moves into that role. Jones goes into this role. Verts goes into this role. And then you've got Ekitike can be back up here and also back up there. But then you ask the question, why are we heavily linked with Rodrigo? And this is where those two players come in and make such a difference. By signing Isaac and signing Rodrigo, everything is clear for me. Everything is clear for me. Yeah, but you've got backups for backups, which means Dom can play in Mac's position. Like, you're not going to have a player missing out of every single position. That's what I'm trying to say. Which is why I'm trying to say that. You're not going to have a player out of every single position, are you? But he wants a senior player in each position, 2 senior players in each position. And that's where Isaac and Rodrigo make so much sense now. They make so much sense because those two fill the gap. those two fill the space on the left-hand side and also the centre forward. Okay, well, if he's not, then who is? Gary, who is then? Because we've only got one forward. Gary, we've literally got one centre forward. Because Diaz is going, Núñez is going, and Chiesa is going. Like, all heavily linked, all got teams bidding for them. And we've literally just gone through the amount of money that we can get in through player sales, which basically covers what we've already spent, which means we can now go and spend another 200 million. And that 200 million can get you Rodrigo and Isaac. Maybe a bit more than 200 million. But that could get you Rodrigo and Isaac. And that is the team. That is the team for me. I can't see anything else than that is what he's looking at. That's what he's looking for. Maybe Doak goes on loan, or maybe he sells Doak for 25 million and we get Fofana, which will be Chiesa's replacement. And then you've got Fofana as a backup for Salah. But that's like a dream, okay? That's like a real pipe dream, that one, to be fair. Like, it really is. Because you've got so much quality there. Like, you've got Alisson, Mamadashvili, you've got Kerkez, you've got Robbo, you've got Virgil van Dijk, you've got Gomez, you've got Konate, you've got Guehi, you've got Frimpong, you've got Bradley, you've got Salah, you've got Fofana, you've got Gravenberch, you've got Endo, you've got McAllister, you've got Jones, you've got Rodrigo, you've got Gapco, you've got Virch, you've got Dominic Szoboszlai, and then you've got Isaac and you've got Ekitike. For me, I'll be honest, like, there's one player which I don't think will happen, and it's either Rodrigo or it's Isaac. I think it's one or the other. I think we go for one or the other. I don't think Fofana happens. Like, realistically, this is what I see will be the squad next season. I think it'll just be Mo out there. So I think that will just be Mo. I really don't think we'll get Rodrigo, and I think it'll be Isaac and it'll be Ekitike rotating behind Cody and Isaac, and I think Rio will be a rotation here. I think Rio will get game time behind Cody and potentially Salah, and I also think Stevenson will also be a rotation in here. And I do feel that Trey will come in and potentially rotate between these two positions in the cup games. And I do think we'll send Stefan out on loan again. And Costas, I don't know. Costas will just be Costas. Maybe he'll stay, maybe he'll go, I don't know. But I don't see us spending that kind of money on Rodrigo. But I do see us trying for Isaac, and then Ekitike can rotate. That's kind of how I see it. It won't be a senior player for every position. But it'll still be a good squad. It'll still be a great squad. Like, that really is a brilliant squad. Like, it really is. Like, it's a fantastic squad. Like, let me swap Vert and Dom round. That's really annoying me. Sorry. That's just really annoying me, that. Okay. So we'll do the bench. Mama Cody. He'll be in the reserves. And you got Jones. You got Endo. Then you got Dom, Hugo Gomez, Guehi, Bradley, Robbo. I think that's 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, that's 9. Yeah. Then you got Stevenson, back up. Trey, back up. Yeah, that's your team. That's your team for me. It could even be this. Which would be mental, by the way. But it could even be this, a 4-2-4. Like, look at that for a 4-2-4. Like, that's an insane team. That's an insane team. But I just wanted to go through some of the options because it looks like a lot of those players are leaving, and we already know that McConnell and Dan's are probably going to go out on loan. Beck's going to go out on loan. I don't know why I put him in the sales board. He's gone out on loan, so I don't know why I put him in sales. Apologies, Beck. And I think all of these will leave. I think Elliot and Doak will probably have buybacks on, and maybe even Kumas would have buybacks on, but I think the rest are all gone. And then there's so much on the bench for flexibility and creativity, and like just having Cody on there is great for me. Like, I'd like Cody to get a good run as the starting left winger next season, but I think if we buy Isaac, I think he might play 4-2-4 in games, like he did against Man City and Aston Villa, where we completely dominated. And having those two together, because he can drop out, he can go wide. Isaac can also go wide. I just think you've got so much up front there, creativity-wise, and pace, skill. And if we don't get Isaac, then we get Rodrigo, and then we just play this. No dramas. But I think it's Isaac or Rodrigo now. I think that's what we're down to. And I think it's potentially Guehi or Creswell, depending on price, because we might just go and get Guehi next season on a free. I think we can probably put Pesky completely out of the way. And Woodman, we're not going to see them next season. They're going to be in the under-21s. And you might see Trey, you might see Rio, and you might see Stevenson in the cup games. And Costas, I think Costas will probably go as well, to be honest. We don't need 3. So yeah, I think that's it. I don't think that's an option. But yeah, that's it. That's a sick team. Does that team win you the double? Yeah, that's a good point as well. Wharton next year. Yeah, I think Wharton next year as well. I think that's already been earmarked. How do we feel about that? 155 of you in here. How do you feel about that? Do you think that's a team that can win you the league? Do you think that's a team that could win you the Champions League as well? Like, I did a bit of a show yesterday, and I looked at there was some stuff that's been brought up by FootMob, who've done like a comparison in Vert and Ekitike, and they say that there's a potential that they could strike up a partnership like Gerrard and Torres did. So much creativity, so much skill. Both score goals. Like, there's a potential there. If they strike up. I mean, Verts, Ekitike, Rodrigo, and Salah as your front 4 is frightening. That's frightening. Like, that really is frightening. Both pressing monsters. Salah's a press monster, Ekitike is a press monster, Verts is a press monster, and so is Rodrigo. Like, And then you got the likes of McAllister and Gravenberch. Like, honestly, that is a serious team. Even if we don't get Isaac, that is a serious team anyway. But I think it's Isaac or Rodrigo or Guehi or Cresswell now. And I think that's it. And I think that's our business done. 100%. 100%. He's going to unlock anyone. Yeah. Anyway, I'm out of here, gang, okay? You all have a lovely day. Hope you enjoyed the show. As always, if you can hit the like and subscribe, really appreciate it. Let me see what we're at for likes. Definitely need to be over 100. Come on, I'm on 64. 64 likes. Seriously? There's 140 of you in here now. Come on, get the likes up, please. Get the likes up to 80 at least. Just going to do a couple of shout outs to my members. Big up Nicholas. Big up EMJP. Big up Liverpool Goals. Big up Fireburn. Big up Gary. Big up Mezzy. Big up Roger. Big up James. Big up Mr. Sky Blue. Who else have we got in? That's it for the moment. Big up Colin as well. Yeah. That's all I've got for you right now. Let me see what we're on likes wise. Come on, 68. Come on, at least get to 70. Yeah, at least get to 70. Just go and hit the likes now. Just at least get to 70. Come on. Don't be giving me conversion rates like Nunes. Come on, let's get the likes up to 70. Can we do that? Can we get the likes up to 70? Come on, we're still on 68. Yeah, that's right. That's right, James. Smash the likes button. Come on. Smash the like button. Come on. Okay, let me see who's live, and let me send you over to another channel. 2 seconds. While I'm doing that, you can hit the like button, can't you? Can't you? While I'm doing that, you can hit the like button. I think that's fair. We haven't got anybody live right now. Really? We haven't got anybody live. No. Nobody's live. Actually, Fozzie's live. I'll send you over to Fozzie, okay? So, write in KMack Raid. Write in KMack Raid, and I'm sending you over to Fozzie. Fozzie's live now. If you've not checked it out, go and check it out, okay? I'm putting KMack Raid. I will see you all later on. I might do a show tonight, depending on if there's any news. If there's no news, then we'll probably catch up tomorrow. But, like I said before, if there's news, I will definitely do a show. And remember, if you want to become a subscriber, hit the subscribe button. And if you want to become a member, hit the members button. And you can watch all of my previous shows on conspiracies and rabbit holes. There's like 6 hours worth. And I'm also going to put another post of my Anfield tour. I'm going to put a video in there this week because I haven't done one for a week or two now. So I'm going to put a new one up there this week. So check out that. That will be in the community posts. And I will see you all later. Take care. Bye-bye. And 21 for 20. Let's do it.